Welcome to our channel, where we update the latest, most thrilling, and unstoppable episodes of the series Beyond the Gates, which airs on Monday, July 7th. Let's explore the breathtaking developments in the upcoming episode that will surely make viewers breathless. This time, the story begins when Smitty, a man known for his excessive curiosity, continues to poke his nose into a place he should stay away from. In a world where every mistake can cost his career or even his life, Smitty's actions are no different from digging his own grave. He knows it clearly, but his recklessness and curiosity have clouded his reason. And this time, the target that Smitty dares to touch is Elon, a man feared by the whole city. Elon doesn't need to say much, doesn't need to act immediately, just his presence is enough to make the most stubborn people wary. Elon is the one who controls everything in the dark. The one who can turn the situation around with just a cold command. Therefore, Smitty's foolish actions not only put himself in danger but can also lead to serious consequences for everyone around him. Meanwhile, in another equally tense development, Randy, who always claims to be the one to clean up troubles, is facing an extremely difficult decision. Randy has quietly solved one of the biggest problems the group is facing. A problem that, if not controlled in time, can cause unforeseen consequences. However, Randy understood very well that in this world, when a problem is extinguished, it means that new dangers will immediately appear, even more serious and complicated. And just as he predicted, in the process of dealing with the old mess, a completely new danger has begun to form, creeping into every corner and threatening to break all the fragile balance they are trying to maintain. Although Randy had anticipated the worst possibilities, when it actually happened, he still couldn't help but feel the pressure. He knew clearly that solving the immediate problem did not mean that everything was safe, on the contrary. It could be the beginning of a series of worse events. Randy had no choice, he was forced to face Joey frankly and warn him about what could happen. Because he understood that once the new danger broke out, all of them would be caught up in an uncontrollable vortex of chaos. While Elon was silently observing and calculating the next step after Smitty's thoughtless actions, Randy was struggling in the tangle of potential dangers. Chelsea could not escape the nightmares that were gradually enveloping her life. Thinking that the dark past had been buried forever, Chelsea spent her youth rebuilding her life. To soothe the wounds, to protect Madison from all the stains of the past. However, fate ironically, that past refused to sleep, it quietly returned. Crept into every crack of her current life and was ready to explode at any moment. Memories that were thought to have been forgotten now arose like invisible ghosts, surrounding Chelsea, making her suffocate in extreme obsession. What was even more terrifying was that Madison, the person Chelsea always considered the reason for living, the only thing she wanted to protect at all costs, was now also dragged into that vortex. Madison was completely innocent, but her existence was Chelsea's biggest weakness. The reason why those in the dark wanted to exploit and threaten Chelsea even more. Chelsea understood that if she did not act quickly, if she let the past invade the present, not only she but Madison would also be caught up in a dangerous circle with no way out. Outside, Elon was still busy monitoring everything with a cold gaze. He did not say it, but everyone understood that Smitty's actions had reached the limit of what Elon could bear. Elon was not the type of person to forgive easily, especially when his honor and power were challenged. Those who dared to oppose Elon all paid a heavy price, either disappearing or becoming a shadow living a half-dead life for the rest of their lives. That's why the whole city was anxiously watching to see how Elon would deal with Smitty this time. Smitty, despite his strong appearance, knew deep down that he had made a fatal mistake. And now only a miracle could save him from Elon's wrath. In another development, Randy, after informing Joey about the upcoming dangers, immediately rushed to find a way to control the situation. He doesn't allow himself to rest, because Randy knows that every minute that passes, the new danger grows stronger, and when it really breaks out, the consequences will be beyond control. Randy has always been calculating, always the one who handles troubles behind the scenes, but this time, he feels that everything is beyond his ability to predict. New forces appear. Secrets that have never been revealed, conspiracies hidden in the dark are gradually revealed, pushing the whole group into a situation that is hanging by a thread. While Randy has to face countless pressures, Chelsea is sinking deeper into fear as the ghosts of the past come closer and closer. The people she once thought were gone. The mistakes she once thought were forgiven, now become weapons that threaten the fragile life of her and Madison. Chelsea has no choice but to face it. Even though she knows that once the secret is exposed, everything will collapse. She ran away, she tried to hide, but the past always had a way of coming back when she was at her weakest. Now, Madison is the target, and Chelsea must fight with everything she has to protect the child from the cruel forces out there. With each passing moment, the dangerous spiral tightens. Elon quietly prepares for revenge, Randy tries his best to control the situation, Chelsea struggles with obsession, and Madison is accidentally caught in that spiral. Little do they know that what is coming next will be much more terrible than what has happened before. Revenge, buried secrets. Potential dangers are gradually revealed and prepare for a ruthless war. The whole city is immersed in a suffocating atmosphere, where no one is sure what will happen next. The tension escalates to a climax, suspicious looks, rumors, and dark conspiracies are constantly being woven, turning everything into a fierce underground battlefield. And in that context, just a small mistake, a miscalculation is enough to make everything collapse completely. Smitty, Randy, Chelsea, Madison, and Elon are all caught up in a dangerous game that no one can retreat from until the end. Will they have enough courage to overcome it, or will they all collapse before finding a way out? All will be revealed in the next episodes of Beyond the Gates. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any exciting developments of this blockbuster movie.